Hi, good evening. It's I think almost 10:30 at night. I'm here going for a walk because I'm going to a farewell party of my friend. As you can see, people are still out. I have just a beautiful conversation, I can say, with one of my friends and moderators, she's awesome, supporting me a lot in the group, because some of my moderators had to go. One of my moderators, I don't know her that long. I was planning to do some workshops with her, and what happened is, and she's there for a longer time, not just a short time, she deleted 3,000 new members which wanted to join the group. And you have to press certain buttons to come to the delete button. So of course it's not just by fault, and of course I removed her being a moderator, because either she's really reckless and careless or she did it on purpose. And some other things before happened, so I made this decision. And then of course when someone is upset, they really slash out, they can be really nasty and mean and say really mean things which are not true. And so I just spoke with my moderator and another moderator, which is a beautiful soul, and he helped me through a lot, especially with this mafia thing right now, when there were so many people, especially in Mexico. There's so much culture, tradition, which I still don't know, even though I was living here. But I was living in a Canadian community here in Mexico, so I didn't get the full-on culture of Mexico, right? So I had to also remove him, because we had an interview which was about speaking the truth about mafia, and it was not to clear my name, because I know I'm a good person, I know I'm honest. It's not about clearing my name. It is really about that she takes money from people, she doesn't know how to do healing, and then she claims she's doing healing for people, but she's not, and she's taking the money and not giving any service. So I'm not saying I'm perfect, but if I definitely see someone who's lying and I'm so associated with that person, I will definitely speak my truth, because I don't want people to be ripped off. That was my agenda. So I don't know what happened. So then just before the interview got released, or it got released, then it came out that he said, you know what, the moderator said, you know, Agatha, he pulled out, he's not in the interview. And I'm like, what? Because he was stating that he paid money and he didn't get any service, that I did the service. And yes, I made sure he got the money back. Not all of it, but he got the money back. So, and because people do negative stuff, black magic and whatsoever, sometimes animals die and things happen, but they protect us. But there are also some different other layers to it. So a lot of things happened within 3-4 days, right? And yeah, I told him, I said, you know what, how can I work with you in future if I know you're going to pull out when it's important? So he said, yeah, but it's your war with her. I said, I don't have a war. I'm not having a war. It's just simply about speaking the truth so people don't get trapped and pay money. Of course, everyone has their own destiny. But the truth is, if you want fame and if you want glamour in your life, which everyone is looking for it, then you have to be honest to yourself, and you will get it in your face out there that there will be people who are nasty, who are mean. They will stalk you. They will try to put you down. Do you actually think when you're famous that the world is this all nice? No, it's not. And I said, you know what, I said, I couldn't tell it to him, but what does he think? If he works with me in the future and he's exposed to many people in the future, and I will never be sure of that he stays next to me on my side and he works with me going through difficult times, that I can trust him? Of course I cannot trust him, because he pulled out of fear, because Mafia had millions of followers now. They're following her, and she can say anything and they might believe her, right? And then he said, oh, his friends were making fun of him. And then I said, you know, maybe they're not your real friends, because my friends didn't make fun of me, but they were asking me questions. They said, hey, how come this and this is happening? And then I said, you know what, I'm explaining it to you right now. So there is a stage in your life when you get fame, when you get recognized, when you get seen, especially when you speak your truth, that you have people coming up in your face, being nasty, being mean, not because you're a bad person. And please don't take it personal. But what they're going to do is they will project something onto you which is not the truth, but they do it because they're not able to handle and cope with the truth. So right now, as I said, we have a very special constellation. We have 6 planets in alignment. We have really high Schumann frequencies. We had a solar eclipse, we had a lunar eclipse. We have like really, I don't know how it's called, the shit is hitting the fan or the roof or something, I don't know the saying, how to say it. But the point is, you are forced to speak the truth. You're forced to see the truth. And if you can't handle it because you haven't done the healing, then maybe it's time to look into yourself and to ask yourself what's around you is real and not. What about you is real or not? What about you is authentic? What about your friends is authentic? What about the world around you is authentic? What do you think when people say the real disclosure? Of course, the truth comes up, but before the truth comes up, the lies have to come up, right? That means you're going to see what is the lie and what is the truth. And do you think if the government is trying to do the real disclosure, it will start with you, right? I always say we starseeds, we are the real disclosure. But where does it start? It starts coming up with the lies in the government, but it also starts with coming up the lies within your friends circle, your family, the normal villages and cities. I have no idea what the world is thinking, but if the truth comes out in the government or wherever, it will come out everywhere, even in the smallest details, and that's what's going to be. So please be prepared to face the truth. And it's not a bad thing, it's actually a good thing, because we want the world to change, right? You want the world to be a better place. And how does it start? It starts with the truth. And is the truth comfortable? Is the truth nice? No, it's not. It's up in your face, it's straight, it's honest. And it's sometimes cruel and brutal what people say. Oh, you're so mean. And like, no, I'm honest. And I was watching one TikTok clip and one guy said, oh, people who are honest, they don't care about you. What bullshit. You're honest because you care about people, but you can't be taking it all personal, and you can't be getting all involved into the drama. So you just move on from the drama once you find out the truth and once you speak the truth, because you want to be in a place of peace, justice, and you want to be a place of people who are like-minded. So that's how it works. You move on from the crap, and then you meet the people who are supposed to be with you, which is your so-called soul family or star tribe, that you can do the mission you're here supposed to do on earth, to be happy, to be healthy, and to have a shift in dimensions, to be in alignment with the heart frequency. So no, being famous is not always great. And that's why it's very important that when you make certain steps in your life, in your business and whatsoever, always give you time to rest, stick to the people who are good to you, treat them well, support them, and you will have the support as well. If people are bad to you, stay away from them, retreat, reflect, and see what's going on and what needs to be changed. So this is something I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart. And you know what makes me sometimes really sad is when people say, oh, I'm lying and I'm manipulating and this and that. You know that the first rule in my life is to be honest. Why? Because if you're a real starseed and you're lying, it hits you in the face. It really does. Like I cannot lie, because when I lie and I do something bad, it comes immediately back to me. That's why I stopped as a child. I stopped lying because immediately I got it from the universe. So I cannot lie. That's the thing. I cannot lie. I cannot cheat, because I know the universe just comes back at me. And that's the law of attraction. That's the law of nature. That's what happens. So for people who are stuck into the 3D, it takes longer. But people in the 5D, sorry, you cannot hide, you cannot lie anymore, you cannot. That's what it is. So yes, it does hurt me, but it hurts me less and less and doesn't affect me so much anymore when people say, oh, you're manipulating, you're lying, you're taking money, this and that. And I was like, no, because it's just simply not true, and I know it. And the universe knows it, and that's all that matters. And people will feel in their heart what is true and not. they're learning it more and more. And most important is to be in contact with your heart center, to be in touch with your emotions and trust yourself. And yes, please do the healing, okay? And that's the reason I really made the starseed activation for people to decalcify their glands, to activate their antennas, to be psychic, to be in their own power, okay? So that is the truth, that's what it is. Not more, not less. You know, I always say little is more. Okay, guys? Greetings from in the middle of the night here in Playa. Bye.